We're gonna have to sell your feet pictures. Oh!
A tiny kitten on the brink of death, found in a Greek roadside bush, would transform into not just a survivor against impossible odds, but a shoulder-riding companion with a personality larger than life. This is a remarkable story of Gary, the cat who found his person and never let go. On a seemingly ordinary day in Lefkada, Greece, Vanessa was driving along a dusty road. As a volunteer at a local animal sanctuary, she had grown accustomed to the sight of stray cats, a common reality on the island. Too many people simply leave the unwanted kittens, and the rescuers can't help them all. But something made her stop that day when she spotted a tiny ball of fur hiding in the bushes by the roadside. The frightened kitten, covered in fleas and clearly struggling, cowered as Vanessa approached. With gentle hands, she scooped up the trembling creature and brought him into her car.
It's okay, baby. Oh, God. It's okay.
A friend traveling with her immediately fell in love with the little feline, declaring her intention to adopt him. They named him Gary. Back at home, Gary received his first bit of care, a gentle combing to remove the worst of the fleas, followed by a careful bath.
So we've been getting all the fleas off. This is all flea poop. And some fleas here that died. We're just getting them all off now. It's okay.
Though tiny, his personality was immediately apparent. The moment Vanessa started stroking him, he erupted into loud purrs, showing an unexpected trust despite his ordeal. When Vanessa's friend changed her mind about adoption, Vanessa couldn't bear the thought of surrendering this special kitten. Something about his spirit caught to her, and she decided to welcome him into her life permanently. Soon, Gary developed a curious habit. He climbed onto Vanessa's shoulder one day and seemingly decided this was his rightful place in the world. From that moment on, he became her living accessory, refusing to be separated from his human savior. Whether Vanessa was brushing her teeth, cleaning the house, or going about her daily routine, Gary would scale her legs like a tree, determined to reach his preferred shoulder perch. His antics left her covered in tiny scratch marks, though over time he learned some patience, waiting for her to bend down before making his leap. As Gary grew stronger, Vanessa began taking him outdoors for adventures. Initially, he rode on her shoulder, too small for a proper harness. Eventually, he graduated to walks on a leash, eagerly exploring the world and meeting other felines along the way. Gary's friendly disposition made him popular among other cats. He surprised Vanessa by taking on a nurturing role of foster kittens, becoming a surrogate father figure to the newcomers. Every day, the bond between Vanessa and this lovely kitty grew deeper. Gary would curl up on his mom's shoulder, participating in everything she does.
Gary, should we cook a salad? Should we cook a salad? We've got some couscous. Gary, this is not that comfortable, you know. He doesn't care.
He'd rub against her persistently until he received the attention he craved, his affectionate nature impossible to ignore. Vanessa got so attached to Gary that she can't imagine her life without him anymore. So when his health took a dramatic turn, she was terrified. It happened that Gary deteriorated rapidly, exhibiting symptoms that alarmed Vanessa. Drawing from her sanctuary experience where she had witnessed many cats succumb to illness almost overnight, she feared the worst. Gary was fighting not one, but 3 serious illnesses simultaneously, 2 of which were considered highly fatal. He had contracted panleukemia, a dangerous viral disease. Fortunately, he had already received his vaccinations, which offered some protection. But his troubles weren't over, and with Gary still struggling, concerned advisors urged Vanessa to contact a specialist. The diagnosis came back: FIP, a typically fatal feline disease. The treatment would be expensive, perhaps prohibitively so. But Vanessa couldn't give up on the little fighter. She reached out for help, and compassionate donors stepped forward, contributing to Gary's costly treatment regimen. Against all odds, the tiny kitten survived his medical battles. As the final dose of medication was administered, it became clear that Gary had emerged not just alive, but vibrant and full of energy. About a month ago, Gary celebrated a milestone that once seemed impossible: his first birthday. He shared this special occasion with his feline friend Bert, enjoying a proper party complete with decorations, a cake suitable for cats, and plenty of tasty treats. Surrounded by his feline friends and his devoted human, it was a celebration of not just another year, but of survival and the unexpected joy that comes from rescue. Reflecting on their journey together, Vanessa often becomes emotional thinking about what might have been. Had she not stopped the car that day, had she not reached down to collect that frightened kitten, Gary likely wouldn't have survived, and her own life would be missing the special bond she'd always dreamed of finding. She's so happy she found Gary, but also sad knowing that so many abandoned kittens are not so fortunate to have a home and family. Gary transformed from a roadside wave to a shoulder-riding companion with an outsized personality, proving that sometimes the smallest creatures make the biggest impact. Their story reminds us that in saving another life, we often end up saving something in ourselves as well.